Off the Shelf. I'm your host, Yvonne Wolf. Today, our special guest is Joanne Verney, and she is a returning author with her second book on Funky Nicky in Funky Nicky's Loony Lunar Party. Welcome back,
Thank you
Joanne.
for having me.
Yes, and since you were here last year, you have been busy. You've been working on a second book.
I have.
Yeah, can you tell us why you chose Lunar Party? There's so many topics, but you chose a Lunar Party.
You know, I love full moons. And I was at my desk in my office, second floor, and I just looked out the window and saw this beautiful moon. That just clicked, and away it went.
Wow, so it came to you out of the sky, I guess.
Exactly right.
It dropped on your lap.
Yes.
And this moon, was it just a regular full moon? Was it a autumn, or one of those red
Strawberry?
or
Strawberry
yes,
moon.
tell us more.
Well, it was, I don't know how often strawberry moons occur, but it clicked with me. I loved it. And then somehow the idea for this book came from that.
So how many returning characters?
All of them. I couldn't leave them out. They're my family members. And if I left one out, that would not sit well with my family. So all returned.
Oh my gosh. Because
And even a possibility of another character.
Okay, I remember the first one was just so complete of her neighbors, right? Her neighbors one by one, and you brought them all back.
Yes.
And so was Nicky the one who hosted this party?
Yes.
And how did she go about?
It was her idea to plan and implement. So she gathered her neighbors all to plan and implement this party. Everybody brought a dish to share and had a wonderful time.
And what season was this?
Summer.
Summer. Okay, so it's a summer kind of block party.
Yes.
Yeah, what kind of games did she have?
Well, it wasn't really games, but she had them hold up a sign of words that rhyme with moon. So it was a learning experience for the readers also.
Vocabulary building, perhaps. Yes, and that kind of phonetic lessons are always good for new beginning readers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know that. Tell us a little bit about how you, as a retired educator, how were you so ready, I guess, to put in a lesson in there?
It came easy. I mean, I put a lesson in tying shoes or put a lesson in cooking. So putting a lesson, learning something, teaching something is in my blood.
I see. I see. And how do you organize such a learning experience?
Oh, that's an easy part, believe it or not. You start with the book. How did I organize the book? Yeah. You start with the characters, description of the characters, personality of the characters, what they would wear. It was easy for me because I know my family. I know what they would wear or wouldn't wear. And I've gotten many clues saying, no, wait, you can't put me in that.
Yes. Yeah.
So that was an easy part. Being outside is wonderful. I love weeping willow trees, so those were in the book also.
Yes.
Organizing it was always a bit of a challenge.
I would imagine so. I mean, for the lesson, let's say about the strawberry moon, and did you have to do some research on that?
Yes, I did. And actually, on the final page, there are facts about the moon.
Okay.
So it was fun to look that up, and they learned something tangible out of the book.
Yes, I think so. And Nicky, how did she? You say clothing is a big part of your planning. How did she choose purple?
She loves purple, all kinds of purple and polka dots, combat boots. She loves it.
Yeah. And do you have to find your illustrator again? Or is it the same illustrator? Because sometimes authors found that you can't be lucky enough twice,
And that's the case in mine. The first publisher, illustrator, was wonderful. He was moved to a different department. That's where the problems lie. Different illustrators, they wanted more money, and I was stuck. I couldn't quit because we were in it. I couldn't find another illustrator. So the second book, we found a brand new illustrator, even though the first company was hounding me. This worked out wonderful. She was great, spot on was able to AI the characters to look pretty much exactly the same.
So you did use AI this
Yes.
time. Okay.
This time.
And you're happy with the
Yes.
results?
Yes. And her.
Okay, can you give us a little more about, can you elaborate a little more? Well, how does AI work? Did you show her what
Yep.
your previous?
Yes.
Okay.
She picked it up. I don't know how to use AI. I've never tried, but she was very experienced and really did a wonderful job with each character, their nuances. I recommend.
So the illustrator byline, what did you put, the company name or AI, or what did you have to disclose anything about?
No.
Oh, so the reader doesn't even know.
Right.
You're looking at AI art.
Right.
Okay. Wow, I can't believe it. It's
Right.
just so hard for me to.
Me too.
So you felt the same way. Was there several renditions or just came out?
Not several. The first illustrator, first book, there were several. Changing positions of who I started with, went to another department. Somebody else came, went to another department. So it just didn't seem right. It
There's no
seemed a bit
continuity.
sketchy.
Yeah, no continuity. But now,
Exactly.
this illustrator, you have a good relationship with her then.
Haven't spoken to her in a while, but yes.
Yeah. So this.
Yeah.
So maybe your future books.
Maybe.
Yeah. I know you have more coming.
I have a thought of a third.
Yeah. Yeah. But it takes the time to incubate and come out with a lesson.
Yes.
Right. And story.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is very interesting. So can you remind us what is the age group this
Age
is
group.
intended for?
Yes. 5 years old to, I'm going to guess, no more than third grade.
Okay. And then have you read this book at any school environment or
Not
church?
yet. The first book I did.
Mm-hmm.
The second book I read in my grandson's class.
Mm-hmm.
It was heaven to me. I love being in a school.
Of course.
The kids were excited. They now want to be in future books, characters in future books.
Of course.
Yes. I have Joey, who's our second-born grandson. He has a great sense of humor, and he doesn't really have a big toe, but I wrote that he had a big toe. And so while I was in the classroom showing the book and Joey, I said, Joe, take your shoe and sock off and say, show everybody your big toe. And he got all embarrassed, but they loved it. The class loved it. It was a great experience. I'd do it again.
So will you have lots of opportunities, I think, now that the book is ready?
I would do
Where
it
do
again.
you plan to go? Have you? Yeah.
Haven't talked to the teachers
Yes. But probably there's opportunity at your local parish as well. Maybe. Yeah, and this preschools love it too.
Yes,
I
yes,
noticed
yes.
that lots of, they have readers and places you can bring your book and you just have to put in more characters, I guess, the next time. Promise more characters.
Yeah.
What did you discover about yourself the second time? I guess Funky Nicky is much more developed as a character.
Yes. For me personally, organizing was easy for me. Coming up with the storyline is easy. Sometimes rhyming takes a bit more research to be accurate. But I think organization is easy, faster, because I have experience.
Do you, how long have you worked with Funky Nicky? Because just the two books that may not tell the whole story.
Yes. I'm a storyteller. I have been telling stories since my nieces were in kindergarten and second grade. So I would tell offbeat stories, lasted way longer than their bedtime should have. But they loved it. They wanted more, and I had to cut it short because they had to go to school the next day. But so it started a long time ago.
Yes, a long time ago. So Nicky, you knew her as like a little buddy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And in this book, how do you feel she grew?
Well, she seemed pretty confident in planning the party outside. Organized. She shares the same qualities that I hope to have.
Well, and she keeps making new friends.
She does.
Right? That's a wonderful quality. And I think all our children should pick that up. How to make new friends.
Yes.
And being so, I guess, very jolly.
Even though Nicky might take charge of the meeting or the party, she includes everybody in it to bring something, to actively do something. So, yeah.
Oh yes. So now we met now a couple of times at the Glenview Public Library local author meet and greet. What would you say about that program?
The times that I went, there weren't that many people there. It was fun. I had a great time. I met new people. People bought books there. It was wonderful meeting other local authors. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. Just being there.
I think also it helps you to socialize,
Yes.
right? And talk to other people. Just approach you. You don't have to do
Right.
that.
That's right.
Yeah, they're approaching and that's good practice for many authors. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I feel that many authors perhaps not used to being just talking to people out of the blue.
Yes.
But this is a good opportunity to have that skill.
Yes, being a writer can be a solitary task, but these opportunities are wonderful.
I think it helps you to look for more, don't you think?
Yes.
And there's there are some of these other libraries near us.
I didn't check into it. I will now. Thank you for the...
Well, I think so. I think Northbrook is a big library, perhaps Niles as well.
Okay.
But there's lots of opportunities where people would love to meet Funky Nicky.
Good. I'll work on it.
And what kind of, well, you did mention a little bit of the reader response, but what other reader response have you received?
Other than wanting to be in the next book,
I know, that's probably the biggest compliment, right?
it would have to be a chapter book at that point, I think.
Right. It can develop that way.
Positive. I know one thing that came about. My daughter, she's a lawyer. She has a lawyer friend who has a son. They bought the book. He wouldn't put the book down for days. He brought it to school. He brought it to bed. So that alone was just worth every problem I had.
Really,
Yes.
isn't it? It's so endearing when they take it to heart.
Yes.
And you shared now your Funky Nicky as a buddy, and somehow, right, he knew
Yes.
that too. Wonderful. That's a wonderful story. That's better than all the positive reviews you can get, isn't it?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
so, I guess, what kind of advice do you have for other people who are considering writing children's book? Because it is a very, I guess, a tough market, isn't it, for children's picture book?
Yes. Some famous authors said, you never know what you can do until you try. I don't remember who it was at the time, but that's excellent advice. Take a chance. If it doesn't work, it's okay. You've learned something along the way.
Yes, and it makes you, in this case, it makes you want to write more.
Yeah.
Write more.
Yes.
Yes, and what connects you to Glenview?
I have twin daughters, one who lives down the street with two granddaughter and a grandson. And I am a member of Our Lady of Perpetual Catholic Church and a volunteer there.
Yes, and that is a way for you to meet people
Yes.
also in Glenview.
Yeah.
And you have, I think you've been here now 6 years or more.
Yeah, about 5 years.
5 years, yeah. So that is, without that kind of social connection, it's hard to move somewhere, isn't it? I feel like people move. I moved here 15 years ago, but I feel like without my kids, it would be hard for me to meet people. Of course, this program gives me the wonderful opportunity
Yes.
to meet people.
Our Lady of Perpetual Help Church is wonderful. You have social activities if you choose to. So that will also connect you to Glenview and the parish.
Yes, and you do something else for your parish.
Yes. Well, this year, I don't know if you know what a St. Joseph's table is.
Yes.
Okay.
You
They
told-
never
yeah.
had it before.
Yes.
So I asked our pastor, and he said yes. And so I set up a St. Joseph's table, got volunteers to help. It was heaven for us. I'm from an Italian Catholic family in Buffalo, New York. It was every year we had a St. Joseph's table. Community, food, laughter, fun. and I was able to get it here.
And so many people probably remember this. You know, if it wasn't there, they wouldn't have thought of it or no?
No, I lived in a very Italian
Yeah.
neighborhood. So that didn't, but they loved it and they're asking for more. And it is
Iconic.
now a yearly thing and it warms my heart. I can't tell you.
Yes, and I think you forgot to mention you're also continue to teach.
I'm a catechist.
Yes.
Yes, 8th grade, which is wonderful. Not
Your
if
favorite-
everybody
your
would.
favorite year.
Not everybody would agree with me. Every class is different every year. Sometimes they don't want to be there. It's after school. They had day of school, whatever sport they were in, but they were there every week learning and made their confirmation.
How many weeks is this commitment?
From mid-September to mid-April.
Oh, that is long for a young person.
Once a week,
right?
yeah.
It's a long commitment, and they learn so much about their faith, don't
Yeah.
they? I think you told me once that they have to pick a saint and
Yes.
learn about the saint, and you're learning as you,
Yes.
right? Because there's so many saints.
Yes. Yep.
Then you're learning about your faith as well.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is a wonderful way to get to know a community. And when you volunteer, right, and you teach, it's such a good role model for
Oh,
others who are maybe looking for something to do, looking for something to get involved with and become more sociable.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what other plans do you have for Funky Nicky?
Well, on the cover of the Loony Lunar Party, there is a hint of a foreshadow of a possibility of book 3. I won't give away what it is.
You can't.
No.
You can't do it right now. But you mentioned at the local author meet and greet that you have some swag. I mean, how did you go about developing materials, marketing materials? Because not every author know about that. Can you tell us a little bit?
Yes, I had a bookmark made up. I had purple candy in a bag, stickers, and just put it in a bag. And kids loved it. They loved taking it home. It had the title of the book and, of course, where you can buy the book on the back of the
Yes,
bookmark. But it was fun.
That's
Kids loved
clever.
it.
How did you come up with these? Did somebody help you?
No,
Okay.
you always want to get something from, if it's a keychain
Yes.
or whatever.
The
And,
stickers are very
yeah.
useful. But maybe book specific for this one too. Maybe.
I also
know,
had
Strawberry
them
Moon.
enter in a raffle. So
Okay.
whoever won the raffle got a book.
Oh, those are great ideas.
Good.
Yeah, another conversation starter, which what we need. Do you feel that there's someone who encouraged you to write?
Just the reaction I got from being in a school reading was more than I needed. It truly brought joy to my soul. And the fact that they liked it, was interested in it, and I was grateful for the teacher for letting me come in to read it, gave me the push to do it again.
Oh, that is important to hear that, because so many people may feel that their manuscript, they're reading it over and over, they can't find the momentum.
This is a lighthearted children's book. It was easy to write, easy to read, so it didn't really involve any research or editing or any of that. Came out as a story.
I wish all the stories were that easy, right? You make it sound so easy. Joanne, so what habit do you have as a writer?
I never really thought of it as a habit. I thought of it as part of writing or just being. I have an upstairs office. I look out the window. We have a golf course right there. The trees are right there. It calms me. It gives me peace. And it lets my mind open to rhyming, to stories, to what characters would look like. And I go from there and take it and write it down. And
So when you look out this window, any season of the time, I mean, wouldn't it be different every
yes,
season?
summertime is the best. It's when I think the scenery is beautiful. The trees are in bloom. Fall has always been one of my favorites, so I do the same at that time of the year.
Wow, that's so nice to hear. And this is where you saw the moon.
That's where I saw the
for your
moon.
and perhaps your next topic would be right out your window as well.
There is, in the last page of Funky Nicky's Lunar Party, there is a direct foreshadow on an upcoming book.
Wonderful. So we look forward to that, and thank you for returning.
Thank you for having me. It was wonderful.
And thank you for watching. Join us next time on Off the Shelf.